If you parked in the parking garage, there's a parking sticker right there. If you grab it and put it on the opposite side of your ticket, you'll scan that first side, then flip it over, scan the opposite side, and it'll get you out of here.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll definitely grab one.
Perfect timing, right?
No.
Like that.
You're good. You got some space? Yeah, I'll be fine.
No. All right, first we'd like to thank everybody for being here today, our media partners, our federal and state partners as well. And with that, I would like to hand it over to Special Agent in Charge with ATF, Sean Morrow.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Sean Morrow. I'm the Special Agent in Charge for ATF in Kentucky and West Virginia. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today to talk a little bit about the work that we've been doing in the community. Over the past 48 hours, ATF, Lexington Police Department, and the Kentucky State Police teamed up to execute a number of federal and state arrest warrants for firearms offenses and drug-related crimes. These arrests are the result of several months-long investigation led by ATF and KSP, and we were aided by the United States Attorney Carlton Shire's office and law enforcement agencies across the greater Lexington area. Our focus has been to improve public safety by targeting those who unlawfully possess firearms and use guns to hurt our communities. These investigations resulted in the seizure of nearly 100 crime guns as well as dangerous drugs like fentanyl, crack cocaine, and methamphetamine. Collectively, the defendants in this investigation have more than 100 felony arrests for serious crimes including sexual offenses, drug trafficking, robbery with a firearm, and non-fatal shootings. These are the type of offenders who continue to threaten our neighborhoods despite previous run-ins with the judicial system. Lexington, like many cities across the United States, has suffered from firearms and drug-related violent crime, including record numbers of homicides over the last couple of years. And that's really important. Everybody in this community should be outraged by that. But what's also important to know is that Kentucky law enforcement has made firearms offenses and violent crime priorities. And we're making progress. Together, we're improving public safety and the quality of life across the Lexington area. This year, Lexington has seen double-digit decreases in both homicides and non-fatal shootings compared to the last few years. Chief Lawrence Weathers and his team have been very intentional about focusing on gun crimes. Lexington Police and KSP have been very forward-leaning, leveraging federal partnerships with agencies like ATF and utilizing technology such as ATF's National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, and utilizing tools like ATF's National Tracing Center to help determine where crime guns are coming from. Both agencies are leaders in their use of crime gun intelligence. Much of law enforcement's work in Lexington and the surrounding areas rely on support from Lexington's very impressive Real-Time Intelligence Center, which aids police in identifying and apprehending criminals who use firearms to hurt others. There's a lot to be proud of in Lexington. We have several agencies represented today. Their presence demonstrates Kentucky law enforcement's commitment to working together to keep the Commonwealth safe. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Chief Weathers.
Good afternoon, everybody. First and foremost, I would like to thank the ATF and Kentucky State Police for their continued dedication and support in keeping our community safe. I would also like to thank the Lexington Police Department personnel who stepped up and helped locate these wanted subjects. It has been a long few days, but their determination and dedication were unwavering. As Special Agent in Charge Sean Morrow mentioned, we were fortunate to have a real-time intelligence center to assist with the operation. The RTIC provided timely information to personnel in the field, which made locating individuals more efficient. While the technology does not replace personnel, it certainly helped provide information that proved invaluable to this operation. We are proud to assist our federal and state partners in locating wanted subjects who chose to hide in Lexington. Because of the combined efforts of everyone here, our community is safer today. Thank you.
So, as a representative of the Kentucky State Police, I just take the opportunity here to thank our detectives and just to point out what is possible through partnerships. Local, state, and federal agencies can accomplish a lot when we work together. Thank you.
Thank you all. We have time for a few questions, so 3 to 4 questions. So anybody has one?
Yeah, we just noticed that there was a large scene today out at the Sportsman Motel, which involved all of your agencies. Could you all talk about that and whether or not that was tied to this string of arrests and this operation as well?
Yeah, so I'll address that. So yes, sir. So as Chief Weathers mentioned, it's been a long couple of days. ATF special agents, detectives, and officers with Lexington Police Department, troopers with Kentucky State Police have been working not just in Lexington but in the surrounding area the last couple of days. And so the operation that you're referring to is an arrest related to this collaborative effort. So what the community can expect to see is continued participation by federal agents, ATF agents, and our other federal partners working alongside troopers and Lexington police officers. Whenever we're able to identify somebody who we know has committed a firearms offense, we're going to take action and make arrests like you're talking about today.
Are you able to identify any of those suspects that you've arrested?
Well, I want to be very careful. The investigation is ongoing. We've got a few people that we haven't apprehended yet, so I'm not really going to talk about specific defendants, but what I'll say is the individuals that we have targeted in this case are individuals that have previous arrest records for serious offenses, for everything from sexual crimes to firearms offenses and non-fatal shootings. And so if you use a firearm to commit a crime in Lexington, or if you're unlawfully in possession of firearms, you're going to get the attention of law enforcement. And that's what ATF and Lexington Police and KSP pledge to do, is to target those individuals to make our community safer.
Do you have an estimate of how many arrests in total? I know that you said that there's still some people that you're waiting to apprehend.
Yeah, so this operation focused on a dozen offenders. As of this afternoon, we have 9. We're close to having 10 into custody, so there'll be a couple others that we'll be pursuing. But remember, this investigation won't stop with these dozen offenders. We intend to continue our investigation, and to the extent we can prove violations of state or federal law, we'll take action.
We'll take one more question if anybody has one.
Chief Weathers, I noticed you mentioned that these were wanted subjects that chose to hide in Lexington. Does that suggest that they're not necessarily a part of this community but coming in from elsewhere?
Do you want to take that?
I can.
Some yes and some no. And as Agent Morrow said, we're working with our surrounding communities as well. And it's probably no surprise that people travel back and forth through Lexington. We have interstates that run through here, so it's no surprise that some people from out of town might be here.
Just how much of a problem is that to you?
Well, if they're coming here with guns and they're going to commit crimes, it's a big problem for us. Whether it's is a consistent problem or not, that's what these roundups, and that's what we hope to address.
Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you to our media partners, and thank you.